A young man who was schemed by others since childhood and had a natural barrier to his meridians, after experiencing the blows of his mother's murder and father's disappearance, he regained his path of cultivation and finally broke through the obstacles in his body. He was able to build a foundation for cultivation and obtained the ancient exotic treasure, the 9 Shi Ding. The Ding spirit taught the 3 flavors of true fire, and even subdued the devouring spirit Gu and the mysterious turtle. However, behind each conspiracy, the young man actually knew the truth of the matter, which was that he was originally the master of the demon world and was tragically framed by the enemy. From then on, the young man fought and fought all the way to reach the peak, watching him step by step climb to the top and return to the dominance of the demon world. Signed Editor. R.N. Liuyun Recommendation, Keywords of the Novel. Supreme Demon Emperor without pop-ups. Download the complete collection of Supreme Demon Emperor TXT, and read the latest chapters of Supreme Demon Emperor. Chapter 1. Human Realm, Lin Family. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chengdu Lin Family. The servants in the mansion were busy running around, as if hearing someone say that the young lady was about to give birth. Everyone should quickly prepare and welcome the arrival of the young master. In a luxurious living room, a young man anxiously walked back and forth, scratching my ears and cheeks. The middle-aged man sitting on the sofa couldn't help but speak out, "How you, don't worry, be patient and wait. Look at you, a big man, scratching your ears and cheeks like a child, and not afraid of being laughed at for spreading rumors. There are several of the world's most authoritative gynecologists in the room, don't worry. There won't be any mistakes," said the middle-aged man with a tone of comfort. The middle-aged woman also nodded. "I hope Lin Haoyu doesn't worry. I'm talking about the old man, after all, this is my first child. Sigh, I'm really worried. You can't understand my feelings." Lin Haoyu glanced at me. "If I didn't have you, you unfilial son, I wouldn't bother to talk to you." Lin Junfeng had no choice but to face this son. "If it weren't for where you came from." Lin Junfeng didn't say it out loud. Anyway, when he has children in the future, he knows it's time to show filial piety to his parents. Continue waiting at the door again. The space inside the bedroom is large and exquisitely decorated. The room has a slight antique style and is elegant and clean. But in this room, the originally spacious area was filled with various medical equipment. A woman in bed is painfully and forcefully giving birth to a child. Wow! Wow! A baby's cry sounded. Having given birth, the young lady has given birth to a young master. The maid who was waiting on the side went out and shouted. I immediately saw the young master who was anxiously walking around running in, unable to stop him. Haoyu, what are you doing inside? The middle-aged woman shouted a few words, but when she saw her son running in without looking back, she didn't speak anymore. When Haoyu was born, his mother-in-law was still there, and it was too futile at that time. What kind of ominous blood room cannot enter? When I gave birth to my own child, I also spent it myself. After giving birth, it was still a month before I saw my husband, and at that time, I let my second aunt take advantage of the situation. Thinking of my daughter-in-law now is really lucky. My son is so considerate, I really envy my daughter-in-law in my heart. Now that his daughter-in-law is giving birth, Haoyu originally planned to go to the delivery room to accompany her in giving birth. If it weren't for the strong resistance of himself and his husband. He had already gone to accompany Xiuyuan into the delivery room. Forget it, let him go. Hurry up and bring the young master over for us to hug. Ah, Haoyu has a wife and forgot about his mother. Let's hurry up and take care of the little grandson. Lin Haoyu's mother took the package from the servant's hand and swaddled the little child. Seeing the little baby's red face, which was difficult to breathe due to natural childbirth, the two of them felt heartbroken for a while. Baby, be good, my grandparents will take good care of you. Lin Haoyu's parents were overjoyed to see the cute and sleeping appearance of the little baby. In the bedroom, Lin Haoyu looked affectionately at Xiuyuan lying in bed. Looking at her messy hair. My heart is filled with heartache. Haoyu, you're here. Xiuyuan, having just given birth and expended too much energy, spoke softly and weakly. However, with Lin Haoyu's cultivation during his infancy, she could still hear it clearly. Xiuyuan wants to support herself with her arms. Seeing Xiuyuan about to get up, Lin Haoyu held on to Xiuyuan's arm with a heart full of indulgence. Make her unable to stand up. Waner, I'm just worried about you. Come in and take a look. You'd better rest quickly. Just pretend I don't exist, okay? If I had known you suffered so much today, I shouldn't have let you get pregnant. Lin Haoyu said with self-blame. Fool, don't say anything childish. I've been wanting to give birth to a child for you for a long time. By the way, have you ever seen a baby like us? Do you think it's more like you or more like me? Xiuyuan smiled and said. No, I'm worried about you. I just heard that the child was born, and when I got excited, I ran over to see you. The child is outside, and my parents will naturally take care of him well. Lin Haoyu stood up and tucked Xiuyuan in a corner, casually curling her slightly messy hair. Xiuyuan said gently, can you go take a look at the child? My eyelids are a bit heavy. I want to sleep for a while. Okay, Lin Haoyu said, got up and instructed the servant who was waiting on the side, and then walked out of the bedroom door. When he saw the child held in his parents' arms, a hint of inexplicable excitement flashed deep in his heart. This is the feeling of blood connections, right? Li Lin, holding the child, saw her son come out. With a curl of his mouth, he pretended to be unhappy and said, you finally think of your own son. Look at you, you have no awareness of being a father at all. You're just like a child. Mom, aren't I worried about Waner? Waner is suffering. I can't help anything. I just feel at ease when I see he's okay. Let me see my son, right? Lin Haoyu had to coax his mother first, who loves him the most. He knew that his mother was just joking with him on purpose. Lin Junfeng saw how the mother and son were now, and had to act as a mediator. Alright, you're also a child. Look at your son now, he knows he's wrong. Don't argue with him anymore. You should give him your grandson a hug. Upon hearing Lin Junfeng's plea, Li Lin finally agreed to hand the little baby in her hand to Lin Haoyu. Lin Haoyu looked at the child in his hand, so excited that he couldn't speak. He looked at the child, and the child also looked at him with open eyes. So the father and son looked at each other. He saw that the child was so small, it was really too young. Just as I was about to take a closer look, a loud and annoying voice rang out. Big brother, I heard my sister-in-law gave birth to a son, right? I'll come and take a look. I don't know what my nephew looks like. Is he cute or not? Lin Haoyu frowned and saw a group of people appearing at the door. Aunt Xiuyuan led a large group of people into this living room. Supporting Aunt Air is her son, Lin Haoyu's half-brother, Lin Qian. Lin Qian was born and raised by his second aunt. When Lin Haoyu's mother gave birth, Lin Junfeng's mother arranged a marriage for him. The reason was that a man cannot always stay with a woman for a lifetime without having 3 wives or 4 concubines. Lin Junfeng had never liked any other woman except for Li Lin. Just when Li Lin gave birth, Lin Junfeng's mother used the excuse that Li Lin had just given birth and could not serve Lin Junfeng, so she made his distant relative's niece, Xiuyuan, a concubine for Lin Junfeng and became his second aunt. Lin Junfeng has no emotional attachment to Xiuyuan. I never took her to heart, and Xiuyuan was very obedient at first. But later she found out that Lin Junfeng didn't like her at all, so she tried to seduce him in a different way. Finally, one day, while Lin Junfeng was drunk, he thought it was Li Lin and had a night of pleasure with Xiuyuan. Afterwards, Xiuyuan hid from Lin Junfeng everywhere. It turned out that she had become pregnant that night, and it must be said that heaven played tricks on people. Until Xiuyuan gave birth to a child, he changed his whole appearance. She relied on the love of her grandfather's child, aunt, and Lin Junfeng's mother to become increasingly domineering, suppressing and opposing Li Lin everywhere. To avoid the war between two women. Lin Junfeng doesn't go home much either. Fortunately, Li Lin's family is also a big family. Although it is slightly inferior to the Lin family, it is not much different. Fortunately, it is their strong support. So Lin Haoyu's mother and son didn't suffer any losses, but every time they fight someone like this, it's really disgusting. Lin Haoyu saw Lin Qian and her son in front of him. I feel a pang of nausea in my heart. My childhood was unhappy, thanks to these mother and son. Both of them practice family martial arts at the same time. Lin Haoyu's talent is more than 1 point higher than Lin Qian's. The levels of cultivation in this world are Kaiguang, Lingshu, Pigu, Lingdong, Yuanhua, Yuanying, Liha, Kongming, Silence, Deshang, and Dujia. Each issue is divided into 3 stages. Initial, middle, and final. Lin Haoyu is currently in the intermediate cultivation stage of Yuanying, while Lin Qian is currently in the advanced cultivation stage of Lingdong. 2 levels higher. So Lin Haoyu is a genius. Lin Qian's qualifications are very ordinary. Because of this, Lin Qian dared not confront Lin Haoyu head-on and could only make small gestures behind his back. Although Lin Haoyu is not afraid, these small troubles are also annoying enough. Who is always thinking about how to avoid being calculated? But you can't really kill Lin Qian with your own hands. There's no way. For the sake of the old man's face, we can only give him a break. This guy doesn't even know how to repent yet, so he came to disturb his good mood. He's damn it. Master, you're here too. It's been a long time since you went to my place. I'll personally make some side dishes for you to try. I've just learned a new dish recently. Antair walked seductively to Lin Junfeng's left side, standing in the row with Lin Junfeng and Li Lin, looking at the child in Lin Haoyu's hand. This world is composed of 4 parts. The human realm, demon realm, and underworld all have interconnected channels in the 4 realms, but I don't know what happened recently. All channels in the 4 realms have been blocked and can no longer communicate with each other. The demons of the demon realm, the demon soldiers of the demon realm, and the ghosts of the underworld cannot come to this world to harass humans. The world pattern of the human realm is also the most stable among the 4 realms. Seeing this situation, the immortal emperor of the human realm was very pleased. He had done so much for this world, and finally had time to catch his breath and go to other spaces to play. There seems to be something going on today. After a quick calculation, it turns out that the demon emperor has been reincarnated and is about to descend into the human world soon. This is a great opportunity to abuse him. When the Ming Emperor recited the rebirth curse for the demon emperor, he did some manipulation to prevent him from being reborn as a demon, but instead allowed him to be reincarnated into the human realm. He wants to see how the demon emperor can smoothly reach the peak in the future. Do you want to add some more fun to him? The Du family, Lin family, Cui family, and Wang family are the 4 major cultivation families in Chengdu. There are countless spiritual pills, treasures, magical tools, and spiritual tools, as well as hundreds of small cultivation families and sections. But their cultivation resources are not very abundant, and various sects, big and small, are fighting over these resources. And the demon emperor was actually reincarnated into the Lin family, the 2nd largest family in Chengdu. Chapter 2. Misfortune Calculation. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Why did you come? Lin Junfeng said impatiently. Master, I heard that Xiuyuan has given birth to a young master. Let's come and take a look. Is there anything we need to help out? Antair pretended to be concerned and said. Come on, Haoyu, let Auntie take a look at her little grandson. Let Auntie embrace her. Aunt Air eagerly reached out her hand to embrace the child in Lin Haoyu's hand. Haoyu, give your second aunt a hug. Lin Junfeng saw that the situation was so deadlocked, so he still asked Lin Haoyu to give the child to your second aunt's embrace. Under my nose, she won't play any tricks, Lin Junfeng whispered. Okay, Lin Haoyu could only carefully deliver the child to Aunt Air's hands. Aunt Air walked around the room holding her child, indulging in comforting her as she walked. Those who didn't know thought it was her own grandson. Who knew, just as Aunt Air was carrying her and walking over, before she could return, a small bamboo tube suddenly appeared with the hand placed under the child's body, and the lid of the tube opened. A black smoke emanated from inside. The black smoke slipped into the child's body, causing his face to twitch and return to normal. The people present didn't notice this action. Everyone thought Aunt Air was coaxing the child, and the child didn't cry either. It was just a bit drowsy at the moment. Seeing the child about to fall asleep, Li Lin quickly picked it up. We need to take him to the bedroom. Aunt Air saw that her purpose of coming had been achieved, so she left happily. Lin Junfeng looked at the child and didn't notice anything, but seeing that Aunt Air didn't cause trouble today, he didn't take it to heart anymore. Lin Haoyu felt something was wrong when he saw that Aunt Air was too calm this time, but he saw that his son was doing well. I just let my heart go. At that moment today, created a bumpy fate for the male lead in the future. 3 years passed quickly, and Lin Haoyu named his son Lin Xiao. Now that his son is 3 years old and very sensible, he is generally not mischievous unless he is hungry or wants to pee. With such a well-behaved and sensible son, Lin Haoyu and Xiuyuan were very happy in their hearts. 3 years old is a good time to build a foundation. Generally, the Cultivation family will give their children the foundation pill at the age of 3 to help them succeed in building a foundation. The cultivation in the future will be easier. If they do not succeed in building a foundation at the age of 3 until the age of 5, they will still have one more foundation, but it will be much later. Compared to children who build foundations at the age of 3, children who build foundations at the age of 5 will inevitably lose many good conditions. The innate conditions for building foundations at the age of 3 are good, and after successful foundation building, the family will focus on cultivating them. Many precious medicinal herbs and cultivation books are selected first for successful foundation building. Those who have not succeeded in building foundations can only cultivate low-level martial arts in their families, and first strengthen their physical fitness. I can only practice high-level martial arts books after successfully building a foundation at the age of 5. At the same age of 5, it is clear which child, who has been practicing high-level martial arts for 2 years, has a faster cultivation speed and higher future achievements compared to a child who has been practicing low-level martial arts for 2 years. In the evening, Lin Haoyu sighed in his room. Xiuyuan has a bird's nest kanji. Haoyu, what's wrong? Is there anything unhappy? Xiuyuan asked in a low tone. At this time, Lin Haoyu had the worst temper. Although he doted on himself very much, seeing his sad appearance now, Xiuyuan also felt very sorry. Xiao's meridians are blocked, so she can't practice at all. If Xiao can't build a foundation successfully at tomorrow's foundation building ceremony, wouldn't that be a joke for those old folks to see me? Lin Haoyu felt depressed in his heart. My own son looks smart and clever. Why is he born with blocked meridians? What's going on? Many doctors have been consulted, but no one has been able to identify the cause. Lin Haoyu and Xiuyuan were very sad in this way. Lin Haoyu, as the first heir of the Lin family in the Lin group, surprisingly, his only son cannot practice. That's a huge blow to oneself. Lin Xiao is currently sleeping on the big bed inside. Hearing his parents feeling sad about his own situation, he feels very disappointed. The pink little hands clenched tightly, not letting themselves cry. A 3-year-old child has already memorized things, and he can hear the servants at home speaking clearly during normal times. They say they are trash who can't do anything. I was born with poor meridians, and my parents also brought many doctors to see me. After experiencing many doctor treatments, I still cannot adapt to my current terrible situation. Tomorrow is the foundation building ceremony. What should we do? Lin Haoyu murmured helplessly. Haoyu, don't worry, even if Xiao can't learn martial arts, he can go into business. As long as he can support himself, that's all, Xiuyuan said politely. Click. Lin Haoyu exerted his hand and broke the armrest of the chair he had just sat on. Xiuyuan's face turned pale. Haoyu, don't be like this. We can only give Xiao the best. Make up for the grievances he will have to endure in this life. Upon hearing the sound outside, Lin Xiao secretly swore in his heart that I must change the way I am now. Even if I cannot become the strongest, I will let the strongest fight for me. Lin Junfeng sat on the sofa, absent-minded fingers constantly pressing the TV remote control, and in a short while, he broadcasted more than 10 channels. Li Lin saw Lin Junfeng like this. Lin Zhao's cheerful laughter appeared before my eyes. My lovely grandson can't even practice. People in this world, no matter who they are, dream of being able to practice. It's not necessarily possible to reach the highest level of cultivation, as long as one can practice the yuaning period of the Tao, that's very good. For cultivators, as long as the foundation is successfully built and the martial arts cultivation methods are correct. As long as one can persistently practice, entering the yuaning period is very smooth. The key is to practice until the primordial stage, so that one can maintain their appearance unchanged. As long as they are not subjected to a devastating blow, they generally will not die. If one does not practice until the primordial stage, the average person only has a lifespan of 100 years. Poor Xiao Xiao. Now it is indeed a natural blockage in the meridians, making it impossible to practice, and even the minimum guidance for air circulation in the body cannot be achieved. Surprisingly, it would be like this. Smart and lovely Xiuyuan couldn't practice, and after that, she would have a lifespan of 100 years. This blow is like a sharp blade in the hearts of all those who love Xiuyuan. It hit them hard on the chest. Lin Qian, the son of Aunt Qiuyu, also had a son 3 years ago. Although Aunt Heir is not favored by Lin Junfeng, Lin Qian's son is also Lin Junfeng's grandson. Lin Junfeng is also very concerned about this child with the idea of treating them equally. Why would heaven make such a joke when we are both 3 years old? A person with extremely high talent can build a foundation smoothly at the age of 3. A person born with blocked meridians cannot even build a foundation, and their future life will be threatened. Think of it here. Li Lin's eyes were filled with tears, and she secretly wiped them away. She didn't want to make Lin Junfeng even more sad. Tomorrow is the foundation building ceremony, and the elders and uncles of the clan will participate. Many other children in the clan will also participate in the foundation building ceremony. At that time, Xiao will also participate, even if Lin Junfeng and his team know that Xiao cannot practice, as the first heir of the Lin family, Lin Haoyu's son must participate. At that time, even people from various clans would know that the only son of Lin Haoyu, the first heir of the Lin family, was a useless person and unable to cultivate. This news will hit the Lin group, and other big families will even laugh at themselves. Other major families and the Lin family have intermarriages. I don't know how many pairs of eyes want to see their own jokes. There is no way to avoid being laughed at, that is to let the son of Aunt Heir ascend to the throne and let Lin Qian inherit the foundation of the Lin family in the future, because Lin Qian has a good son who can bring glory to the family. Lin Junfeng slowly tightened his grip on the remote control. I only saw that the originally good remote control had turned into dust and slowly scratched Lin Junfeng's palm, scattering onto the table. Seeing this, Li Lin's heart had slowly become icy cold. He knew that Lin Junfeng had already made a plan. That is to let Ant-Heir's son rise to power. Now as long as the son of Ant-Heir ascends the throne, his own son's position will become even more awkward. Lin Haoyu lost power, and his grandson Xiao will definitely be implicated. The treatment is definitely not as good as before. She wanted to find a way to organize herself, but when she looked up, she saw Lin Junfeng's bloodshot eyes staring at her. She knew that Lin Junfeng must also be bleeding in his heart when he made this decision. Her slightly open mouth closed again. Bite hard on the lower lip with your teeth. Stubbornly walked into the bedroom, closed the door, and lay on the bed, staring blankly at the crystal chandelier on the roof. Lin Junfeng let out a deep sigh. I am extremely sad in my heart. Why is my beloved grandson born with a blocked meridian? In Ant-Heir's bedroom, I only saw Ant-Heir sitting by the bed, with Lin Qian pinching her shoulder. Mom, tomorrow is the foundation building ceremony. I wonder if Lin Haoyu's son will go. He's really looking forward to it. Lin Qian looked a bit expectant. I should go, Lin Haoyu won't give up easily. Unless the master hands over all the inheritance rights of the family and group to you in the future. Ant-Heir patted her son's hand, reassuring him. Then we should have killed that little beast in the beginning, and that's it all. Lin Qian's seemingly gentle face flashed with a hint of ferocity. Don't be like this. If that little animal dies, the master will investigate thoroughly. Lin Haoyu will also go crazy to seek revenge. Even if he doesn't have evidence to say I killed him, he won't easily stop. There is also a possibility that he will marry another child to fight against us. Fortunately, he cares for Xiuyuan, only one child. If we tamper with him, they won't lose the capital to fight against us now. Hee hee. A cheerful expression flashed on Ant-Heir's charming smile. Yes, Mom. In this way, they won't be able to confront our Fu heir. Our Fu heir is the first person in the Lin family. In the future, there will be endless medicinal herbs and top-notch cultivation techniques. It's really a great move. Thank you, Mom. Lin Qian smiled. Ant-Heir's heart was filled with joy. Mom really didn't raise you in vain. Chapter 3. Foundation Building Encyclopedia. You are listening at novelfull.audio. The huge square of the Lin clan is crowded with people. At the center of the square is a tall platform. Sitting in the center of the platform is Lin Junfeng, with 8 elders on his left and right sides. They are all the elders of Lin Junfeng. Sitting below the square are various talented individuals with exceptional positions within the Lin clan, as well as those holding significant power within the Lin group, all of whom are close relatives of the Lin clan. On the empty playground to the west, all 3- and 5-year-old children in the Lin clan gathered together, waiting for the start of the foundation building ceremony. Sitting under the square, Lin Haoyu and Xiuyuan nervously looked at the place where the children gathered. Lin Xiao was the first on his left, and because he was the only son of the first heir of the Lin family, no one dared to seize this position. Behind him was Lin Fu, the son of Lin Qian. Going forward will be the children of the elders and other influential figures. The queue is like a long dragon. There is a 1-meter gap between each child. It's because they're afraid that they might disturb the children next to them when building the foundation. After reading an opening statement, Lin Junfeng on stage said something to start building the foundation. Then the busy schedule began in the West Square. The servants distributed the foundation building pills to the hands of the young masters and ladies respectively, and saw each child stuffing them into their mouths as sugar pills. Chewing with a thump. Lin Xiao saw the foundation pill in his hand. My eyes are filled with disappointment. Seeing this small precious pill. Even if I eat it myself, it's useless. He held on to the foundation pill in his small hand. I took a few steps forward and placed the foundation stone in the tray held by the servant. Then, I retreated back to my original position and waited for the adults to inquire. All the adults saw that the most prestigious young master of the Lin clan didn't eat the foundation building pill in their hands. Doesn't he need it? Everyone looked at this quirky little child in confusion. The person who knows the inside story is indeed secretly delighted on the side. Did you achieve your goal so easily? When Lin Haoyu saw this situation, he could only grit his teeth and have no choice but to be the father of this bastard. Shower, be obedient and eat the foundation pill, Lin Haoyu said as he walked up to Lin Xiao. It's okay, Dad will take care of everything. Lin Haoyu's eyes showed a resolute encouragement. Well, Lin Xiao saw his father's eyes showing an encouraging expression. I picked up the small round foundation pill again. Put it in your mouth and chew gently. I only saw other children cross-legged on the ground, with white heat emanating from their heads, and Lin Xiao also imitated their appearance. Sitting cross-legged, utilizing the family's cultivation techniques. But there was no heat rising from his head. After a while, I only saw that Lin Qian's son Lin Fu was covered in a lot of black dirt all over his body. Seeing this situation, the people of the tribe shouted softly, young Master Lin Qian's son was actually the first to successfully build a foundation. It seems that his talent is the best. Yeah. Congratulations to young Master Lin Qian. Many people went to congratulate him. Later, other children successfully built the foundation. It was another round of pleasantries. More than 10 children have successfully built the foundation. But in the end, half an hour passed and no children were able to build the foundation successfully. The parents of the children who did not succeed in building the foundation shook their heads, and Lin Qian's smile deepened. Big brother, what's wrong with Shower? He hasn't built the foundation yet. But it's okay, you can wait until he's 5 years old to build it again, Lin Qian said to Lin Haoyu. Lin Haoyu's mood was already low enough when he saw Lin Qian's fake smile. My lungs are about to explode. Since Lin Xiao took the foundation pill, he felt a sweetness in his throat and a surge of blood rushing out. But he kept his small mouth tightly closed and never spat out the blood from his mouth. He stubbornly closed his eyes, trying to circulate the airflow inside his body, but after a long time, he still couldn't succeed. Dantianyi also has no intention of warmth. Lin Xiao was very eager in his heart, especially when he heard other children building foundations successfully and then leaving excitedly. His heart gradually fell to a low point. I'm really useless. With such a useless body, I can't even do the basic foundation building. Just as he was feeling disheartened, a majestic figure came to mind, with golden armor, wielding a spear and a shield, like an eternal god. Suddenly startled, Lin Xiao hurriedly wanted to leave, only to find that he could no longer move. Don't be afraid, you are me, I am you. How could I hurt myself? The golden figure turned around and said to Lin Xiao. Don't worry, you will definitely become a strong person. However, not yet. The golden figure finished speaking and extended her hand to fiercely push Lin Xiao. Lin Xiao suddenly opened his eyes, realizing that he had returned to his original world. He was about to speak when blood spurted out of his mouth. Scared everyone. The scene was chaotic. Shower, shower, Lin Haoyu shouted with heartache as he hugged Lin Xiao's small body. He made Lin Xiao eat the foundation building pill, but he didn't expect it to be this result. Lin Junfeng's heart had also been tugged at by Lin Xiao's appearance. In theory, the foundation building pill is non-toxic and has no side effects. It is a powerful pill that has been continuously researched and improved by human cultivators, and is used for foundation building. Eating it will also greatly benefit those who do not have any actual strength. Lin Xiao himself has no cultivation, and even if he eats the foundation building pill, there are no side effects. Why does Lin Xiao vomit blood after eating it? The anxious family sitting in the living room are all waiting for the doctor's answer. The little man lying on the hospital bed had a pale face, and even his little mouth was devoid of any blood. Looking out from the large transparent glass in the medical room, Lin Xiao's grandparents, parents, and the maid responsible for taking care of him all looked worried. Lin Haoyu walked back and forth in a panic, this fearless person in both the mall and the battlefield, so helpless when his son's life was in danger now. He tore at his hair, emitting a deep sense of self-blame. Xiao should not be allowed to participate in the foundation building ceremony. Originally, Xiao had already given up, so she shouldn't have let him eat the foundation pill. I am still lying in the hospital bed, unsure of the situation. Seeing the ticking instruments and the doctors and nurses walking back and forth in the medical room, I hate myself so much. Xiuyuan sat weakly on the long chair in the hospital, unsure of where she had gone wrong. Even retribution should have been on herself, why was it her own son who was injured? Lin Junfeng and his wife are actually practitioners. Due to their high strength, their appearance has changed very little, and they still look like middle-aged people. However, after this incident happened today, seeing Xiao lying on the hospital bed is heartbreaking. I don't know how many wrinkles have been added to the faces of the old couple. Why is it like this? Building a foundation pill is not a problem, why is it okay for others to eat it? Xiao will vomit blood and become unconscious after eating it. The result of the doctor's test just now is that Jianji Dan is non-toxic. Why does Xiao feel like this after eating it? Lin Junfeng immediately used his magic to try and save Xiao. But without success, now we can only rely on these cold instruments for hope. Clan leader, the young master is currently experiencing a disturbance in his breath. There are 2 streams of air rushing through his body. Although he can temporarily suppress it, over time, the young master's body will become increasingly unsustainable and he may explode and die. The attending doctor said in fear. I hope you won't be blamed. Lin Junfeng's body shook for a moment. My feet are a bit frivolous, is it really hopeless? Why are there 2 streams of air inside the body? If the foundation pill is just 1 stream, where does the other stream come from? Lin Junfeng's solemn voice showed a chill. I haven't found out yet, the doctor replied nervously. Even when facing a major surgery, he wouldn't be nervous. When facing this clan leader, he was just so displeased. Dad, Xiao hasn't woken up yet. Is there no other way? Lin Haoyu broke the stiff situation with 1 sentence. Other methods. Other methods. Yes, we need to think of other methods. I can't save them, the hospital can't save them, and there's also their ancestors. Lin Junfeng excitedly shook Lin Haoyu's shoulder. Xiuyuan and Li Lin on the side heard Lin Junfeng's excited words. Suddenly confused. Who are they? Ancestor. Dad, are you talking about Ancestor? Ancestor is still alive. Isn't he already dead? Lin Haoyu asked in a questioning tone, which made Lin Junfeng angry, this little bastard. He slammed Lin Haoyu's head hard and said, who said my ancestor died? You idiot, they are my parents. They have been practicing on the back mountain of the family. My ancestor did not die, he just went on a trip, I don't know where he went. Dad, really, are you telling the truth? Is Xiao really saved? Xiuyuan quickly ran over and asked. That's not necessarily true, but it's a bit early to give up now. Let's take Xiao to my parents first, and I hope Xiao can be okay, Lin Junfeng said with heartache. Haoyu, you go drive and we'll go pick up Xiao, Lin Junfeng instructed. Well, Lin Haoyu walked out with resolute strides. Auntie Air was leisurely sipping coffee in the living room, and seeing her obedient grandson giving her such a boost made her feel incredibly happy. Lin Qianjing sat on the side of the sofa with his shirt on. His wife Su Keru was beside him and saw Lin Fu sitting on the far side with endless affection in his eyes. Especially with today's big show, the 3 of them have further developed a love for Fu Air in their hearts. At the moment when I saw Lin Haoyu's unruly son vomiting blood, the 3 of them were filled with joy in their hearts. This is a great start for pulling out the thorn in one's eye and the thorn in one's flesh. The next step is to take over the inheritance rights of the family. That way, you can rest assured. The servant took Fu Er out, and the three of them were about to discuss what to do next. "Xianer, hasn't your father come back yet?" Xiuyu put down the coffee and said. "No, Dad, Auntie, and Lin Xiao have not returned yet." "It seems that Lin Xiao was injured quite a bit today," Lin Qian replied. "Well, as expected," Xiuyu's face flashed with a fierce smile. "Mom, didn't you say that Lin Xiao wouldn't be in danger of his life when he tampered with things? Why does he look like he's going to die at any time today?" Su Keru asked humbly. "This was something I didn't expect either," Xiuyu said calmly. "It should be the black mist that has been blocking the meridians in Lin Xiao's body, which has been nourished by the drugs in the building foundation pill, helping to greatly increase. That's why today's little beast vomited blood." "Ha ha ha." Xiuyu laughed wildly. "It's really heaven helping me. It happens to get rid of that slut's grandson," Xiuyu said fiercely. Lin Qian and Su Keru looked at each other, both seeing the smile in each other's eyes. Chapter 4. Lin Xiuyuan and his wife. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. A super long Lincoln was speeding on the highway, not the driver of the Lin family. 20 Lin Haoyu was personally driving, and just now he heard his father say in the hospital that Xiao might still be caught. He was eager to quickly take Xiao to his grandparents, who were Xiao's great-grandfather and great-grandmother. "I didn't expect they were all practicing in the back mountain. I haven't seen them for many years, I wonder how they are doing now." Grandparents should be very happy to see Xiao, and they looked at their father sitting in the passenger seat, who was also very excited. "My grandfather is a genius in cultivation, and when he was in his 20s, he was a master in the clutch phase. Cultivating became more and more difficult as he progressed. However, now he should have reached the highest level of the silence phase, which is already considered a master among the masters, and the silence phase is even rarer. Among all cultivation families, there are countless experts in the period of silence. Moreover, the cultivation of Grandpa **** and his grandmother, combined with one strike, is estimated to be able to eliminate 3 people with the same cultivation level during the period of silence, because Grandpa and Grandma practiced martial arts and were personally taught by their ancestors." Quickly, the car drove into its destination, the back mountain of the Lin family. This is the only undeveloped area in the Lin family. Walk along the winding path. The road is narrow, and cars are no longer allowed to enter. Can only walk. However, even on foot, the speed of the Lin family and their group is not slow. Lin Junfeng is in the Kongming period and has the highest cultivation among the 4. Lin Haoyu is a high-level practitioner in the Yuaning period, and at this age, his cultivation has made rapid progress. Li Lin and Xiuyuan's cultivation remained in the early Yuaning period and the later Yuanhua period, respectively. As the hostess of the family, there is no need to participate in conflicts with other families. Not to do a lot of things. So neither of them has a high cultivation level. The scenery behind the mountain is very beautiful, with many unknown flowers blooming. There are many little bees and butterflies flying around to gather honey and pollinate. Lin Junfeng was very excited when he saw everything here. "I haven't seen my parents for many years. I don't know if they're doing well or not." After walking forward for a while, I have reached the surroundings of the mountain and saw that there are no buildings or people living around. Lin Haoyu asked curiously, "Dad, I don't know where my grandparents live. Why can't I feel any breath?" Lin Junfeng took a deep breath. He said, "There are mechanisms here. There are caves in the mountains." The big stone in Lin Haoyu's heart was finally lowered. If his father didn't say it, he would have thought he was throwing himself in the air, and Xiao's life would be in danger. "Follow me." Lin Junfeng walked to the other side of the mountain. "The scene before me has changed again, it is foggy and out of sight. What is the situation?" Lin Haoyu asked Lin Junfeng. Lin Junfeng smiled and said. This is the mountain protection formation. It was set up by our ancestors. We have the hard work of our ancestors here. So, in order to avoid outsiders disturbing us, we set up a formation. The formation I is located in the center of the mountain, and as long as there is an external enemy attacking, the person in charge of the formation I can launch an attack. In order to support the spiritual energy source of this formation, a large portion of our Lin family's income is used to purchase spiritual stones. Only in this way can our Lin family last forever. Of course, one can only come here to seek refuge and resist external enemies at the last moment of life and death. It's not necessary now. This is a secret that only contemporary homeowners know. Come with me now. Lin Junfeng and Lin Haoyu said. Lin Haoyu hugged Lin Xiao and followed behind Lin Junfeng, circling left and right, finally reaching the front of the mountain. The spiritual energy here was even stronger, and Lin Haoyu took a deep breath. Lin Junfeng saw a stone door. Slowly pushing open the stone door with the palm of his hand, a dark hole emerged. Lin Junfeng led the way, followed by Lin Haoyu holding Xiuyuan, and Li Lin and Xiuyuan, walking inside. After walking for a while, I could gradually see a glimmer of light. I walked a little further ahead. I saw that there were fist-sized night pearls embedded above the channel. Below the night pearl are ancient calligraphy and paintings. There are paintings of mountains and rivers, flowers and plants, and there are also portraits. But the character costumes on the painting are very different from the current costumes. Hair accessories are also very different from what they are now. The more you go inside, the more bizarre and peculiar things become. They are all hanging on the wall. Many strange-shaped weapons. It looks like it has lost its luster. It's quite ancient and probably hasn't been wiped for a long time. A thick layer of dust covered it. Seeing these things, Lin Junfeng felt very nostalgic in his heart. These things have all been seen before. At that time, I was still a child. Now it seems that although these things have not changed in appearance. The appearance did not change, but he already felt that things were different from people. I am also in my 50s. I haven't seen my parents for 20 years. I haven't come back for a whole 20 years since I left here. Looking at the strange things in the channel, Lin Haoyu still took his confusion to heart. Feeling the little shower holding her breathing increasingly difficult. Lin Haoyu urged his father to quickly find his grandparents. At this moment, I heard someone talking. Xiuyuan. I feel like Junfeng has come here. But there are 4 other unknown auras. I don't know who it is, a female voice asked. Sure, let's go out and take a look. It seems like they have brought a child with them. However, the child's breath is getting weaker and weaker. If we don't treat him immediately, I'm afraid he won't be able to survive, the man replied. I saw a man and a woman drifting straight over from a distance. The man is wearing a blue long shirt with a fair complexion. A slender figure with a beard that is over 10 centimeters long. Like a teacher. But it also carries an aura of not eating human fireworks. The woman around him may not be considered a natural beauty, but her figure is well maintained and her appearance is also very delicate. The two of them look so harmonious. Father, mother. It's me here. Lin Junfeng suddenly knelt down and bowed. How are you doing? Fenger, is that you? We haven't seen each other for a while. What's up? Didn't you say you shouldn't disturb our cultivation unless there are any special circumstances, the woman said gently. Mother, Lin Junfeng was about to speak. Grandparents, hurry up and save your great-grandson. I don't know how he is now. Lin Haoyu hugged Lin Xiao and knelt down with a thud. Li Lin and Xiuyuan, who were originally standing, also followed and knelt down. I hope you can save Xiao. Your great-grandson. Our great-grandson, what's going on? Is this child our great-grandson? Let me take a look at his injuries first. Lin Xiuyuan walked up to Lin Haoyu, his index finger resting on Lin Zhao's wrist, feeling the conflicting currents of air inside Lin Zhao's body. Lin Xiuyuan was shocked to find out that it was this ghost. No wonder. I don't know who hit so hard. Unexpectedly, he wanted to put a small child to death. It should be a family conflict again. However, they have separated from the secular world and no longer care about worldly affairs. Is this our great-grandson? Did you just say his name was Xiao? Lin Xiao. Isn't it? Lin Xiuyuan looked at Lin Xiao with a worried expression in his eyes. Yes, Grandpa, Lin Haoyu said. Father and mother, this is Haoyu, my eldest son, and this is your daughter.in.law, Li Lin. The one next to him is Xiuyuan, Haoyu's daughter.in.law. Lin Junfeng then introduced them one by one. The situation is like this. Xiao was born with blocked meridians and couldn't practice. Today is the family's foundation building ceremony. After Xiao swallowed the foundation building pill, he became what he is now. My cultivation couldn't save him. The hospital was at a loss. I don't know what to do, so I can only bring him to you. I hope you can save him. Xiao is so cute and pitiful. Lin Junfeng pleaded with them with tears. Lin Xiuyuan and his wife saw Xiao's pale face. I feel really helpless in my heart. Fenger, we can't save Xiao either, Lin Xiuyuan said with a look of shame. Ah. What should we do? What should we do? Xiao is so young and is about to die young. Lin Junfeng's face was full of pain. Lin Haoyu went crazy right away. Don't get excited. We said we can't save Xiao, but didn't we say others can't? Yishio couldn't bear to say when she saw their expressions. Alas, but this person may not be able to be found either. Even if they can be found, I don't know when it will take. Xiao's body doesn't know if it can hold on until then. Lin Xiuyuan's face turned pale. Chapter 5. The road ahead is endless. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Father, who exactly is it? Lin Junfeng asked excitedly. Yeah, who exactly is it? Lin Haoyu asked anxiously. That's our ancestor, Lin Xiuyuan said awkwardly. Alas, you all know. His whereabouts are unpredictable, and I don't even know where he has wandered. I know he has a dispelling evil pearl on his body, which can completely suppress the two streams of air in Xiao's body and become his assistant. His cultivation has reached the final stage of crossing the tribulation, and he is about to soar. I don't know where he is preparing to cross the tribulation yet. Grandpa, can't your cultivation still suppress the two airflow inside his body? Lin Haoyu asked in response. Lin Xiuyuan said solemnly, no, my cultivation can only be temporarily suppressed and not activated. Because Xiao's body is not an ordinary airflow, one of which is the Yinju true qi of the underworld. Only people in the underworld or those with high cultivation can subdue it. My cultivation is still not at home. I can only find my ancestors to help Xiao temporarily suppress it. Whether or not I can hold on until the ancestors come back depends on Xiao's luck. Grandpa, thank you, Lin Haoyu said sincerely. Lin Xiuyuan and Yishio exchanged a glance and could only shake their heads helplessly. Take Xiao into the stone chamber. Lin Xiuyuan and Yishio both cast spells at the same time, urging the mnemonic. They saw their fingers change into various positions and point at various parts of Xiao's body to ask for acupoints. Xiao's face turned blue and white. Finally, the two of them managed to control Xiao's injuries. It won't be so painful. Outside the stone chamber, Lin Xiuyuan said, let Xiao stay here for this period of time. I will keep an eye on him at any time. Even if there is an accident when I follow him, I can save him as soon as possible. Everything will wait until the old ancestor returns. Lin Junfeng saw that Xiuyuan's face had improved slightly. Just rest assured. Leaving here with 3 people and returning to the Lin clan. At this moment, 2 voices appeared in the Lin clan. One supports Lin Junfeng's eldest son Lin Haoyu, and the other supports his second son Lin Qian. The one who supports Lin Haoyu is Elder E. The 4 elders. 7 elders. And those who support Lin Qian are the second elder. 3 elders. 5 elders. 6 elders and 8 elders. The 8 elders of the Lin family have all chosen the candidate for their desired clan leader. There are as many as 5 people who chose Lin Qian, which seems to be the reason for Lin Fu's successful foundation construction. They would rather choose a Lin Fu who can lead them to a higher position, instead of choosing a useless Lin Xiao. Seeing such a division of power, Lin Junfeng felt very disappointed in his heart. But he also lacks the ability to turn things around. Even if I forcefully pass on my seat to Lin Haoyu now, who will Lin Haoyu pass it to in the future? Xiao was born with blocked meridians and couldn't practice at all. Nowadays, it is all about the strong respecting the weak and the strong eating the weak. Xiao has no magic at all, so she cannot support the entire Lin clan and will be ridiculed by her opponents. So how could a bunch of Lin clan strongmen support a useless person as the clan leader? The strong members of the Lin family may also be dissatisfied in their hearts. Now we can only choose according to everyone's wishes. In the evening, Lin Junfeng and Lin Haoyu had dinner and walked in the garden of the Lin family. Haoyu, the elders have already made a choice. They want Qianer to rise to the throne. I know this choice will hit you hard. But I have no choice, Lin Junfeng said in embarrassment. Father, don't worry about me. I'm fine, even if the position of clan leader is passed on to Lin Qian. It's nothing, Lin Qian is also your son, Lin Haoyu said candidly. Haoyu, if you think that way, I can rest assured, Lin Junfeng said before leaving. Father, Lin Haoyu called out. If one day I'm gone, you need to help me take care of Xiao, Lin Haoyu said softly. Don't worry, as long as I'm here, I won't let anyone touch you at all. Xiao is also my own grandson. How could I not hurt him? You need to be careful, Lin Junfeng said without looking back. I hope so. I don't know if Xiao's body was tampered with by them. As long as I don't die for a day and have evidence, I will definitely not let them go. A shocking news has spread from the Lin family. Lin Haoyu stepped down and Lin Qian took over. The other major families were all shocked. Lin Haoyu was sent out of Chengdu. No family summons, no return allowed. On the second day after announcing this matter, Lin Haoyu and his wife went to another city, but unfortunately, it didn't take a few days. They were pursued by their enemies. Xiuyuan was killed, and Lin Haoyu disappeared without a trace. Clan leader, a total of 300 secret guards were deployed to kill over 100 legitimate secret guards and his wife Xiuyuan who were taken away by Lin Haoyu. At that time, they searched for 100 miles nearby but could not find Lin Haoyu. Lin Haoyu's whereabouts are unknown. A black-clad secret guard reported to Lin Qian. Continuing the search, we must live and see the dead. We must not let Lin Haoyu live, Lin Qian said fiercely in his heart. Yes, the dark guard sighed inwardly. Now Lin Haoyu is doomed. Lin Haoyu, I don't believe you can fly out of my palm this time. Lin Qian's face flashed with a fierce and cruel expression. I heard that the little beast didn't follow Lin Haoyu out, and I don't know where it was hidden. Is there any news? Lin Qian asked. In the back mountain, replied the black-clad guard. The back mountain. How could it be in the back mountain? Lin Qian asked in surprise. Yes, during the foundation building ceremony, Lin Xiao was injured and went to the hospital. After coming out of the hospital, the old man led Lin Haoyu and his wife to the back mountain. When they returned from the back mountain, they did not bring Lin Xiao with them. Lin Xiao should have stayed in the back mountain, the dark guard replied. At that time, there was nothing unusual about the back mountain, and he didn't know where Lin Xiao was placed. Then go explore the back mountain for me and see what kind of ghosts and snakes there are in the back mountain. Lin Qian lightly tapped the glass of the coffee table with his fingers, saying with a pensive expression on his face. Yes, clan leader. Lin Qian heard the dark guard call him clan leader. I feel very happy in my heart. Mom, I'm here to see you. Lin Qian came to Aunt Air's room. Seeing that Lin Junfeng is also there, I feel guilty. I want to find an opportunity to slip away. Qianer, I have something to ask you, Lin Junfeng said. Dad, just let me know if you have anything, I will definitely listen to you, Lin Qian said humbly. Don't agree too early. I haven't said anything yet. Lin Junfeng's disgust flashed across his face. Dad, whatever you say, as long as I can do something, I will definitely not break my promise, Lin Qian said again. Let go of Haoyu, let go of Xiao, I don't ask for anything else from you. He's your big brother and nephew, you must let them go. Otherwise, I won't forgive you. Lin Junfeng guessed as he saw the expression on Lin Qian's face. You probably didn't take action against them, did you? Lin Junfeng asked in surprise. Dad, look where you think of me. How could I treat my older brother's family like this? Lin Qian replied with a guilty heart, not daring to just look at Lin Junfeng. He said with ease. You look at me, look into my eyes, and say, to be honest, what I want to hear is the truth. Lin Junfeng's majestic voice made Lin Qian stop feeling very uncomfortable. How could I take action against them? You don't believe me too much, do you? If you don't believe me, why would you pass on the position of clan leader to me? If I take action against my elder brother and sister. In law, it's better than a pig or a dog, Lin Qian said impatiently. I hope you remember your words. If you want to harm them, I won't let you go. Despite Aunt Air's persuasion, Lin Junfeng left without looking back. Mom, even if I try my best, I'm still not as good as a Lin Haoyu. But it's okay now. Lin Haoyu's wife is dead. He won't live anymore now, Lin Qian secretly swore in his heart as he looked at the direction of Lin Junfeng's departure. Qianer, we have everything now, why is my heart still empty? Aunt Air's eyes were full of confusion. Why are we working so hard that your dad can't see it? Aunt Air grabbed Lin Qian's arm and asked. Mom, don't think recklessly. Lin Qian shook off Aunt Air's arm. I am also preparing to leave. Suddenly remembered something. Mom, I asked you, is there anything powerful or human in the back mountain of our Lin family? Lin Qian asked. What are you doing in the back mountain? Don't you know there's a mountain protection formation in the back mountain? Asked Aunt Air. The mountain protection formation. I don't know, I haven't been to the back mountain. I heard people say that my dad took his aunt, as well as the little beast and Lin Haoyu and his wife, to go there. Later, they all came back as adults, and the little beast stayed inside. I wonder if there were any powerful people inside. Can they cure the little beast? Lin Qian said anxiously. There's nothing powerful, but the back mountain seems to be the place where Lin Xiuyuan and his ancestors practiced. Even your grandparents and Lin's ancestors are inside. It's broken. If they find out that Lin Zhao's body was our hands and feet, we won't be able to escape. What they hope for now is that they just believe that such a situation is Lin Zhao's own problem. Aunt Air patted her chest and said. Grandparents and ancestors, why haven't you ever told me about them? Lin Qian said angrily. I haven't remembered this either. I heard your father say before that he wouldn't let me go to the back mountain because there is a powerful formation in the back mountain, and his parents and ancestors stay there. However, the ancestors often travel outside and won't be there often. His parents have always been inside. It shouldn't be a good thing for Lin Xiao to stay inside, they must be trying to cure him. If he is cured, we will be in danger. Aunt Air was worried in her heart. However, there is no room for regret now as there is no turning back from the bow. We can only do things more thoroughly. Chapter 6. Poor Children. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. Lin Xiuyuan and his wife saw the child lying in bed, curled up and lying there like a glass doll that could break at any time. The two planned to do their best to save the child. Lin Xiuyuan took out an egg-sized bead from the storage ring and placed it in a small cloth bag, hanging it around Lin Zhao's neck. I hope this bead can bless Lin Zhao's safety for a while. Lin Xiao felt like he had slept for a long time before waking up. When he opened his eyes, he saw that the scenery in front of him did not look like his own room or his parents' house. Why are they all stones? Are you dreaming? Lin Xiao rubbed his eyes in disbelief. Dad, Mom. Where are you? Lin Xiao asked. Xiao woke up, I'm your great-grandfather. This is your great-grandmother, Lin Xiuyuan explained when he saw Lin Xiao. You are sick and need to recuperate here. Your parents have gone back. When you are well, we will take you to find your parents, said Xiu. Grandpa, Grandma. Lin Xiao was confused. Well, yes. We are your grandparents, Lin Xiuyuan felt very happy in his heart. Seeing Xiao so cute, but surprisingly being slapped by someone, I am also very dissatisfied in my heart. Xiao, rest first. If you're hungry, take something out of the storage ring on the stone seat to eat. We haven't eaten for a long time, and all the things inside were put in the secular world, Lin Xiuyuan said. Storage ring. In the secular world. Lin Xiao was puzzled. What does it mean? Well, we'll talk to you slowly. I forgot you're still young and need to learn a lot of things, Lin Xiuyuan said with a chuckle. In another stone chamber. Lin Xiuyuan and Yi Xiuer had slightly broken eyebrows. Xiaoer's body is like this, so she can't practice. She only has a lifespan of 100 or even dozens of years for ordinary people. Is there really no way she can practice? Yi Xiuer asked, Xiaoer is so cute and pitiful. I really like her. Yes, Xiaoer is very sensible, but her fate is not good, Lin Xiuyuan said. Xiuyuan, isn't our cultivation just for you to go against the sky? Can't we think of other ways to give Xiaoer a way to defend ourselves? How about we make a spiritual talisman for him, infused with our true element, and as long as Xiaoer wants to activate it, the spiritual talisman will automatically attack. This way, he can have something to defend himself, suggested Yi Xiuer. Well, this method is very good. We can also engrave formations on jade plaques. This method is also available in many sects, but our Lin family only focuses on our own cultivation and does not rely on external forces. This way, Xiao will not be harmed and has the power to counterattack, Lin Xiuyuan said. Let's quickly start making spiritual talismans. It won't be difficult to make with our cultivation, Yi Xiuer said quickly. Well, then do more. Anyway, this is a consumable item. It's best to make more powerful heavenly thunder talismans, invisibility talismans for hidden body method, wind traveling 1,000 miles talismans for escape, and other spiritual talismans as well. I don't know when our heavenly calamity will come, so prepare more for Xiaoer. Unfortunately, we don't have the same level of cultivation as our ancestors and are not limited by heaven and earth. Even if it's a heavenly calamity, we can't do anything about it, Yi Xiuer said displeasedly. No matter how much they practice, they can't break through the boundaries. Oh, someone broke into the mountain protection formation, Lin Xiuyuan said in a slight surprise. Let's go out and take a look. Who dares to harass us? Yi Xiu said angrily. Someone is fighting against the mountain protection formation, and one group of people is trapped in the psychedelic realm of the formation. They are now crying with their heads in their arms, while another group is trapped in the life and death technique killing formation, fighting against their imaginary enemies. Little do they know that the more they kill, the more serious their injuries will be, but they still have no idea. Some people feel the pain of 10,000 arrows piercing through. Lin Xiuyuan and his wife floated above the formation, looking down proudly. Seeing the situation in the formation, they sighed and realized that they were from their own family. Seeing the detestable faces of these people, they could feel how terrifying Lin Xiao was facing his opponent. Surprisingly, they all chased after the back mountain of the Lin family. Seeing those black-clothed people, they should be the martyrs of the Lin family. Xiuyuan, what should we do? Xiuyuan said. Kill with all your might. Lin Xiuyuan said harshly. According to his spiritual cultivation, Lin Xiuyuan no longer enjoys fighting, but when he saw his family fighting each other, his anger gradually rose. When he saw Xiao, he knew how vicious the person who attacked was. He didn't even let go of a child, and even eradicated his family. Such people have malicious thoughts, and Lin Xiuyuan hates them the most in his life. Xiuyuan. Xiuyuan saw the angry expression on Lin Xiuyuan's face, and couldn't help but feel a little worried, afraid that Lin Xiuyuan might develop a demon in her heart. When crossing the heavenly calamity, there was a heart calamity. If there is a demon in the heart, it cannot withstand the calamity of the heart. Xiuyuan, why don't we go and warn the descendants of the Lin family to restrain themselves? Xiuyuan said. Well, good. Lin Xiuyuan's restless mood calmed down. Yeah. A generation doesn't care about the next life, but they want the family to survive for a long time. They cannot be allowed to perish on their own. It's good to warn them yourself not to let them go astray. Clan leader, there is a man and a woman outside who said they are looking for the former clan leader. They are currently at the entrance, said the butler. What? Looking for my dad. What does he look like? The man looks like a middle-aged scholar, and the woman and the middle-aged scholar should be husband and wife, the butler replied. Let's go out and take a look. Lin Qian strode out. Seeing the two people floating in the air, Lin Qian was greatly shocked. He couldn't even see their cultivation now. Although he could fly in the air, he couldn't stay in the same place for a long time. What's the origin of these two people? They even named their fathers by name. Father, mother, why did you come? Lin Junfeng, who was also in a hurry, asked in surprise. Junfeng, someone attempted to forcefully break through the rear mountain formation and was strangled by us with all our might. We came over to warn those members of our family who had ulterior motives. They dared to act recklessly in our area, Lin Xiuyuan said with a slight anger. Looking at these people rushing over below, their cultivation has surprisingly surpassed the Yuaning period. It seems that the people in his own family are still very diligent in cultivation, but when his gaze swept over Lin Qian, Lin Xiuyuan's face turned cold and his eyes lit up like flames. Lin Qian felt the cold gaze that Lin Xiuyuan had swept over him, which was even more chilling. What kind of cultivation is this? Just a glance at myself, feeling this pressure, my heart would inexplicably tremble. Feng'er, who is he? Xiuyuan also felt the cold true element attached to Lin Qian's body flowing. He is Qianer, my second son. He is now the head of the Lin family, Lin Junfeng respectfully replied. Lin Qian. Do you know the sin? Lin Xiuyuan angrily shouted. I have no sin, I don't know what sin there is, Lin Qian responded. Are you colluding with people in the underworld? I already feel that you have a trace of underworld elemental power attached to you. Xiao has the Xiuyuan in the underworld, and if she is hit by the Xiuyuan, her own strength will be completely sealed, let alone a child like Lin Xiao. When will you give Lin Xiao a hand? Lin Xiuyuan said angrily. Lin Qian saw the situation exposed and angrily said, Who the hell are you? Dad, don't be fooled by these two people. Grandpa and Grandma have already entered the paradise world. The two people who appear here now must be fake. Lin Qian, did you really do this? Did you end up killing a child? Is there anything else you dare not do? Lin Junfeng became angry. Dad, you only have your eldest son Lin Haoyu in your eyes, and you have never taken me to heart, Lin Qian roared. Qianer. Xiuyuan Su Keru, who had just left the door, saw Lin Qian going crazy, and Xiuyu saw two people floating in the air. Master, what's going on? Xiuyu asked. What's going on? I also want to ask you what's going on. Qian Er's character is Xiuyuan from the underworld. Don't tell me you don't know, Lin Junfeng said. Master, this. Xiuyu was frightened by Lin Junfeng's appearance. I suddenly became speechless and didn't know what to say. Dad, I did all this, you can kill or cut as you please. Lin Qian straightened up and looked at Lin Junfeng stubbornly. No, I did it was my fault. Master, you can kill me. Let go of Qianer, he is your son. Xiuyu grabbed Lin Junfeng's arm. Do not let Lin Junfeng walk towards Lin Qian. Master, we have already investigated thoroughly. A large-scale cultivation struggle occurred 100 miles away from Chengdu, which looked like 300 to 400 people. A team of people and horses were all annihilated, and the body of the young lady was found. Lin Junfeng's secret guard reported at this moment. Lin Xiuyuan and his wife see that the current situation is getting worse and worse. Xiaoer's mother has been killed, so what about Lin Haoyu? Where's Haoyu? Have you found anyone? Lin Junfeng grabbed the shoulder of the dark guard and asked, his strength increasing. The dark guard suppressed the pain and said, I haven't found any trace of the young master, but I heard from the locals that a large number of people went to search after the battle. It seems like they are looking for someone. I don't know if they are looking for the trace of the young master. Lin Junfeng's crazy expression in his eyes had become increasingly intense. Surprisingly, such a thing happened. When Lin Haoyu left, he arranged for 158 dark guards himself, but the whole situation was destroyed. Lin Qian had to mobilize 300 dark guards. Lin Qian, dare you say this matter has nothing to do with you? Lin Junfeng's tone was cold. Chapter 7. The Fury of Lin Junfeng. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. Lin Junfeng's angry and cold voice rang out, and everyone present could feel his heart trembling violently. Yes, I did it all by myself. If you want to kill me, just kill me. Lin Qian took a step forward and walked over. Lin Junfeng's anger was not extinguished by his bravery. Then you go to hell, Lin Junfeng pointed angrily. Go apologize to your elder brother and sister. In law. The true element of the finger shot out, rushing towards Lin Qian's heart. At this moment, Aunt Xiuyu rushed out and stood in front of Lin Qian. Jinyuan passed through Aunt Er's heart and her body collapsed straight down. Mom, why are you so foolish? Xiuyu, you. Lin Junfeng said helplessly. Master, it's all my fault. I instigated Qianer to kill Lin Haoyu, because I have always hated his mother and will not let Li Lin feel better. Xiaoer's carefree charm was also given by me, just when Xiaoer was born. Xiuyu's mouth bled profusely. Don't kill Qianer, he is your son. And Fu Er, what should Fu Er do if Qianer has something to do? Xiuyu's words made Lin Xiuyuan, who was suspended in mid-air, angry. Have you ever thought about Xiaoer when you killed Haoyu? Now that you've done something wrong, do you think one person can take responsibility? Li Lin appeared here at this moment. Master. At this point, Xiuyu was already taking in more air and taking out less. Dad, I'm willing to admit my guilt. Can you help me take care of Fu Er? Lin Qian finished speaking and self-destructed, bleeding to death from his 7 orifices. Qian, don't leave. What should I do if you leave? Su Keru saw her lying on the ground and ran over to hold Lin Qian's increasingly cold body in pain. At this moment, Lin Fu, who was looking for his parents, appeared at the entrance of the Lin family and saw his grandmother and father lying in a pool of blood. Lin Fu was frightened by the sight in front of him and fainted. Su Keru ran to Lin Fu's side with tears in her eyes. Pick up Lin Fu. Quietly walking towards the inner courtyard of the Lin family. Lin Xiuyuan saw the tragedy below and sighed, hoping that his actions were not wrong. Xiuyuan, let's go. Yi Xiu'er tugged at Lin Xiuyuan's sleeve. Okay, Fenger, we are doing this to seek justice from Xiao'er. I hope you will take good care of yourself. Lin Xiuyuan's words still rang in Lin Junfeng's ear as he left. I know. Father and mother, take care of yourself, Xiao, please. Lin Junfeng looked at the blood on the ground, at the bodies of Chu Yu, Lin Qian, and Xiuyuan, tears in his eyes, and said in pain. There are 3 other major families in Chengdu. In the conference hall of the Du family I heard that Lin Xiuyuan and his wife are still alive. Lin Haoyu is nowhere to be found. Lin Qian also died. What exactly happened? Give me a thorough investigation. Within the Cui family what? How could Lin Xiuyuan and his wife float in the void? Lin Haoyu goes missing, Xiuyuan dies. What about Lin Qian? How could this clan leader also die? If there is any further news, please check it out for me. One family gathering hall. Lin Xiuyuan, is Lin Junfeng's father still alive? I don't know where his cultivation has reached. I haven't seen them for 20 years. What? Lin Haoyu's life and death are unknown. Lin Qian, the current clan leader, has also died. Command all detectives to deploy and make sure to investigate thoroughly. The chiefs of the 3 major aristocratic families also instructed to investigate thoroughly. The area surrounding the Lin family's back mountain has unique caves. In fact, by passing through the passage, one can enter the central part of the back mountain, which is a void. Here, the scenery is picturesque, the environment is elegant, and under the sunlight, everything inside is beautiful. I saw a swing here, on which sat a child carved in powder and jade. This little child is exactly Lin Xiao. It has been 5 years since I came here, and I have never seen my parents again. I don't know if my parents don't want me anymore. Why haven't you come to see Xiao'er yet? Xiao'er, it's time to eat. Lin Xiuyuan walked from a distance. The snow-white clothes were spotless, like people walking out of a painting, Lin Xiao said as he looked at Lin Xiuyuan. Grandpa, why do you look younger than my grandfather? Lin Xiao asked in confusion. This is because of my cultivation. My appearance stays in the middle age stage because my cultivation level was already very high in middle age. If I only reach a high level of cultivation in old age, then my age will remain in the old age stage. Your grandfather is not bad either, he just looks a few years older than me. Alright, let's go eat and give you some small gifts later, Lin Xiuyuan said happily. Grandpa, what little gift are you giving me? Can I not have the little gift you gave me? Lin Xiao said. Why? Lin Xiuyuan asked in reverse. Because I miss my parents. Didn't you say that as long as I obediently listen, I can see them? I'm very well behaved. I won't randomly collect things. Lin Zhao's cute words made Lin Xiuyuan's eyes turn red. Well, I'll take you to see your parents. Let's go eat first, Lin Xiuyuan said haha. Okay, I'll be obedient. Xiao'er jumped off the swing and ran towards the cave, bouncing and jumping. Lin Xiuyuan's heart was filled with a sigh. If Xiao knew that her parents had died, would she still smile so happily? Lin Xiuyuan and his wife were afraid that Lin Xiao wouldn't be able to withstand the blow, so they didn't tell him about the matter. With the idea of being able to conceal every day. Both of them never mentioned anything about the Lin Haoyu couple. Xiao has eaten and I'll show you something good. I'll give you something to play with, Xiu said gently. Seeing this child, Xiu really liked it from the bottom of her heart. Well, thank you, Granny, Lin Xiao politely replied. After lunch, Lin Xiuyuan and Lin Xiao took Lin Xiao to another stone chamber, where many small things were placed on the table. Seeing these little things, Lin Xiao's curiosity was completely aroused in his heart. Grandpa and Grandma, what are these things? Curious and strange, Lin Xiao asked. These are all spiritual talismans made by your great-grandmother and me together. They are used for self-defense, and these are invisibility talismans. The one you are holding in your hand is, I will give you this. Put it on first, and I will teach you how to use it later. Now, I will explain to you what their effects are. Xiu put a jade talisman on Lin Xiao's neck. Seeing this sparkling and beautiful jade talisman, Lin Xiao's heart was filled with joy. What is this? It's really beautiful, Lin Xiao played with the jade talisman on his neck. This is the true element that your great-grandfather and I injected together. Because your body's meridians are blocked, we cannot cultivate. So we put our true elements in the jade talisman. We also carved a formation inside, and at critical moments, you can release the formation to confront the enemy. This is a precautionary measure, because we will not let you be harmed. Let me tell you about the spiritual talisman on the stone table now. Just now you held an invisibility talisman in your hand, and there is also a part of our true element inside. If you want to use it, just move it. As long as you feel your urge, this invisibility talisman can make you invisible. As long as you are not someone with higher cultivation than us, you will not find your hiding place. This is a thunderbolt talisman that can be attacked. As long as it is triggered and thrown out, an explosion can occur, causing the enemy to be thrown upside down. Unless absolutely necessary, do not use it easily. This thunderbolt talisman has a relatively high killing power. And this one is popular for thousands of miles. As long as a talisman is in hand, it can be triggered. I can take you on a journey of thousands of miles every day, and you won't have any fatigue or injury yourself. It's a good tool for escaping, and this and this. Lin Xiuyuan and Xiu explained to Lin Xiao little by little. Finally, I explained to Lin Xiao, grandfather and grandmother, where should I put these? Do I have a storage ring? There's no place to put it. Why don't you give me a storage ring, grandfather? Lin Xiao smiled cunningly. Well, we haven't really considered this. I'll refine a storage ring for you later. We've also engraved various cultivation techniques on your jade plaque. Although you can't practice now, if you happen to be able to practice in the future, you can practice our sword skills and magic formulas. There are also elixirs that you will need in the future. They will be included in the refined storage ring for you. Xiu felt a bit reluctant when she saw Lin Xiuyuan eagerly leaving various techniques and tips for Lin Xiao. But thinking of the impending calamity that the two of them are about to face, they are powerless. Grandfather and grandmother, are you leaving me? How could you give me so much? Lin Xiao asked with some concern in her heart. Xiao, your great-grandmother and I are going to cross the heavenly calamity and soar. This is very important. If we can successfully soar, we will become immortals. We don't have much time now, let's arrange your affairs first, so we can rest assured to find a place to practice well and prepare for the crossing. Lin Xiuyuan and Lin Xiao explained. Crossing the tribulation. Can't crossing the tribulation here? Lin Xiao asked. No way. Cultivation can be divided into 3 stages. Kai Guang, Ling Su, Pai Gu, Xin, Yuan Hua, Yuan Ing, Li He, Kong Ming, Silence, De Cheng, and Du Jie. Each stage is further divided into 3 stages. Early, middle, and late. Your great-grandmother and I are now in the middle of the Du Jie period, and the Lin family has an old ancestor. We don't know how much his cultivation has reached now. The Lin family's old ancestor is the only one who still stays in the human world, and we don't believe that his cultivation is in the later stage of Dujia. It should be higher than the cultivation in the later stage of Dujia, but we can't know exactly how high it is. We just have a rough idea. I have learned that his cultivation is no longer controlled by this world, and even the heavenly calamity cannot help him. He can shuttle through the 4 realms, but I don't even know where he is now. We will have a long time to go before we can practice the Tao and cross the tribulation. Our cultivation is for the purpose of becoming immortals, so we cannot give up during this final period. And crossing the tribulation is a major test for mortals in the immortal world. There are 3 stages of crossing the tribulation. First, thunder tribulation, where a large number of heavenly thunder will strike. This is to test your cultivation achievements, and second, heart tribulation, which is to test your mental journey. Evil people cannot become immortals, they can only become demons. The third is the washing of immortal energy. To become a fairy, one must wash away all the breath of mortals. Shower. If we cross the tribulation here, not only will the entire Lin clan's foundation be shattered by thunder in the back mountain we are currently in, Xiuyuan said with a worried expression. Ah, everything here will be shattered. The power is so great. Then your strength is also terrifying. Lin Xiao was very eager in his heart. Although he couldn't cultivate himself, he couldn't suppress the excitement in his heart when he heard these things. Chapter 8. Leaving. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Lin Xiuyuan refined a super-large storage ring because Lin Xiao still has a human physique and requires a large amount of food and water. For this matter, Lin Xiuyuan went to 3 or 4 large supermarkets and cleaned up their inventory. There are also essential medicinal products, and Lin Xiuyuan has opened up a lot of space inside. China is a country that advocates traditional Chinese medicine, but Western medicine is more suitable for storage. Lin Xiuyuan has prepared a lot for Lin Xiao, which is a must-have for ordinary families and also for healing purposes. There is also a dedicated area in the space that is suitable for the normal growth of Lingji Lingqiao, as well as a storage room for pills, clothing, and so on. Anyway, even if Lin Xiao is left unattended in the future, he won't worry about being hungry or frozen. After arranging these things, Lin Xiuyuan handed over the formation of the mountain protection formation to Lin Xiao. Of course, Lin Xiao could not control it himself, but he had already learned how to operate it. He could use the spiritual power in the jade plaque to activate or attack, and even if he encountered a strong opponent, Lin Xiao could still handle it. One day, Lin Xiuyuan and his wife stood in the void, looking at Lin Xiao with a strong reluctance on their faces, but now they had to go elsewhere. Shower, you need to protect yourself, Lin Xiuyuan said. Shower, if there's anything you need to think twice, Xiuyuan said anxiously. Grandpa and Grandma, don't worry, I won't be fine, Lin Xiao said confidently. Well, let's go then. Lin Xiuyuan and Xiuyuan flew with swords. Quickly transformed into 2 small dots in the sky, until they disappeared. Grandpa and Grandma, goodbye. I need to go home first and see my parents. Why haven't you come to see me for so long? Lin Xiao walked towards the Lin family. I want to find Lin Haoyu. I want to find Xiuyuan. Lin Xiao walked to the door and looked at the familiar scene in front of him. Lin Haoyu. Young master, the young master disappeared 5 years ago, and the young lady has also died. Who are you? You're actually looking for them, said the gatekeeper at the door. Due to Lin Xiao not returning home for 5 years, the servants and guards at home no longer know him. Dead. Who did you say died? Lin Xiao shouted loudly. Where are you from, wild child? Dare to shout at the entrance of the Lin family, see if I don't teach you a lesson. The guard of the Lin family came out with a stick in his hand, ready to attack Lin Xiao. I won't tell you, I'll go find Grandpa. Lin Xiao withdrew and rushed into the Lin family. Head straight towards Grandpa's house. Before I could even run in, I saw a child of the same age practicing fire control skills. He was surprised to see himself in the eyes, but he stopped. Ask, who are you? Lin Xiao. Who are you again? I am Lin Junfeng's biological grandson. Where are you from? You broke into this place, and the guards at the door are all in vain. Lin Xiao turned around and looked at the several guards who had followed us all the way from the door. I remember, you're Lin Fu, your grandpa's biological grandson. So who am I? You should call me my brother, Lin Xiao said after thinking for a while. Upon hearing this, Lin Fu's heart was filled with anger. It turned out that Lin Xiao was still alive and had bumped into his own arms. A plan arises from one's heart. Say. Where are you from, a wild child? You're pretending to be my brother. Someone, take down this wild child. Life or death, I'll bear all the consequences. Yes, young master. The guards were about to take action when a majestic voice rang out. Stop it. Lin Xiao was very excited when he heard the familiar voice. Grandpa, he's a wild child, I don't know where he came from. Lin Fu felt very unhappy in his heart. But when speaking, it was not mentioned that it was Lin Xiao. Don't hurt him, just drive him away, Lin Junfeng said. Before Lin Xiao could speak, Lin Fu actually spoke first. Sir. Lin Xiao was punched by the nearby guard before he could finish speaking. If you feel chest pain, you won't be able to keep up. We have to escape our lives first. Grandpa is within reach, but he can't tell him he's Xiao. Grandpa loves himself so much, what about his parents? Why hasn't it appeared yet? At first, Lin Xiao was able to dodge, but many guards fought together. Lin Xiao couldn't escape. At this moment, Lin Xiao actually forgot the talisman given to him by his great-grandfather and grandmother. Can only bear the punches and kicks that come one after another blindly. After a while, Lin Xiao couldn't bear to faint. Lin Fu felt very happy when he saw Lin Xiao's useless appearance. Instruct the guards to throw Lin Xiao out of the gate. And he instructed the gatekeeper to strengthen his guard in the future. If this wild child comes again, he should still be greeted the same way. The little head among the gatekeepers couldn't flatter the young master's appearance in time. How could he not be obedient? I don't know how long it took before Lin Xiao woke up leisurely. An 8-year-old child who has been punched and kicked by so many adults. My body is very weak. Stumbling forward without a destination. He could still bear the physical harm, but his loved ones were so close that he didn't even come out to look at him. His heart was extremely cold. As Lin Xiao walked, he felt sad. Without even looking, he bumped into someone. This was a child, dressed in very shabby clothes. When he was about to turn around and curse someone who didn't have long eyes, he didn't curse when he saw Lin Xiao, who was also a child. Hey, who are you? What are you doing? The ragged child greeted Lin Xiao. Hey, talking to you, why don't you pay attention to me? The child asked again. Lin Xiao still didn't answer. He, who was originally lively and lovely, became silent at this moment. The gatekeeper said that his father couldn't be found and his mother died. I didn't believe it and wanted to ask my grandfather for clarification, but Lin Fu's words convinced him because I was bullied and my parents didn't come out. Even if they don't know a child, they wouldn't be so cruel. Did mom and dad really encounter something unexpected? Ah, brother, what's wrong with you? I'm asking you a question, are you mute? The child asked again. Lin Xiao lifted his head and looked at the child with congested eyes. Coincidentally, there were bloodstains on Lin Xiao's beaten face, which looked terrifying. The child was frightened by his gaze. Get lost, Lin Xiao roared angrily. Lin Xiao is like a giant beast that has emerged from ancient times, bloodthirsty and fierce. Seeing such a child being a fierce character, everyone around him kept a distance. The ragged child didn't leave. He stood there staring at Lin Xiao for a while and said, "Big brother, please accept me. I am willing to be your little brother." Dot. Dot. What is the situation when people around see this little beggar going crazy? A little beggar actually wants to recognize this person as his big brother. The people around were all stunned by lightning. "I can't even support myself, it would be even harder for you to follow me," Lin Xiao said lightly. "No, I can help you with many things. You can accept me as your little brother. I believe in my own judgment and there is absolutely no problem in judging people. Big brother, my name is Xiaohe." The little beggar quickly introduced himself. Lin Xiao looked at the child in front of him, who was the same size as himself and also a homeless person. "Okay, you can follow me from now on. Let's find a place to rest first. I'm not familiar with this place. Is there any place to stay?" Lin Xiao said. "Big brother, if you don't have money to stay at the hotel, they won't allow you to stay. Why don't we just go to the subway station and make do for one night," said Xiaohe. "Okay, I'll listen to you. Go to the subway station." Lin Xiao strode out. "Hey, big brother, wait for me. It's not over there, it's over here," Xiaohe quickly said. Lin Xiao's face was lined with black lines. "Why didn't you say it earlier?" "Big brother, I haven't said it yet." The broadcast in the subway station was chaotic, and Lin Xiao couldn't sleep. He flipped over and flipped the newspapers under his body to the other side, just as he was about to go pick them up. Just then, a little girl's voice rang out. "Brother, don't sleep here, you'll get sick." Hearing this voice, Lin Xiao's heart warmed. He looked at the 5 or 6-year-old girl in a small dress in front of him, and tears streamed down his nose. He thought no one could care about him anymore. "Now it's a little girl I don't know who cares about me, how can I not be moved?" Lin Xiao was moved in his heart and suddenly remembered the storage ring that Grandpa had given him. He had forgotten such an important thing. There was everything in the storage ring, and although it couldn't be inexhaustible, it could be used for a long time on his own. He secretly activated the true element inside the jade plaque, went to the storage ring and found a very beautiful and exquisite jade plaque, which was placed in the little girl's hand. Inside was a cultivation technique suitable for women's cultivation, because it was found by Lin Xiuyuan and his wife in a place where cultivators were fighting. At that time, both parties involved in the fight died together. Coincidentally, he and his wife passed by and picked up their storage ring. Xiuyuan was very interested in this cultivation technique and kept it. This time, when they put many techniques in Lin Xiao's storage ring, this technique was also included in it. And today Lin Xiao put this precious jade plaque in the little girl's hand, and the little girl saw that Lin Xiao had given her such a valuable thing. "I dare not accept it. The little girl's family background should be very good, and she can see the extraordinary quality of the jade plaque. I gave it to you, it's okay, I still have a lot of this kind of thing." Xiaohe, who was originally sleeping, woke up. "Big brother, what's wrong?" Xiaohe asked. "It's okay," Lin Xiao said. "Big brother, this is jade. How could you have such a thing? Only wealthy families have it." Xiaohe said excitedly as he looked at the jade plaque in the little girl's hand. This has already been given to her. If you want it, I'll find a piece for you later," Lin Xiao said lightly. The little girl's hand holding the jade plaque was still stuck in mid-air. "Ah! Do you have anything else? Big brother, where are you going?" Xiaohe chased after him and ran out. "Find a place to eat and sleep," Lin Xiao said as he walked. Chapter 9. 2 Children. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Lin Xiao took Xiaohe to a deserted place and took out 2 children's clothes from the storage ring. "Xiaohe, put on your clothes first, and I'll take you to eat later." Lin Xiao took out some more food and after searching for a while, he found RMB. And there are many RMB. Now Lin Xiao finally breathed a sigh of relief. He was stunned when he saw Lin Xiao conjuring up so many things like magic. After checking, the things given by Grandpa and Grandma were still there. Lin Xiao confidently opened the packaging of the food and began to eat it. Eating and eating, my heart was sour. Seeing that Xiaohe was still staring at him in a daze, he glared at him and said, "What are you looking at if you don't eat yet? I won't kill you." Lin Xiao pretended to be angry and said, "Yes, listen to Big Brother." He also opened the food packaging and started eating. He hasn't eaten for a long time and is now wolfing it down. Lin Xiao was sweating profusely. "Big Brother, where are you going? Wait for me." There were two people on the road, one walking fast and the other chasing behind. The clothes on his body have been changed, and his face has been washed clean with bottled mineral water. Lin Xiao and Xiaohe no longer look like wild children. Lin Xiao suddenly stopped. Xiaohe, who was chasing after him, didn't stop in time and suddenly collided with Lin Xiao's back, causing him to stumble. "I don't know where to go either. My parents are not here, and my grandfather doesn't know me either. The children of my second uncle's family scolded me as wild children. Where should I go?" Lin Xiao lost his mind on the road filled with cars. "Be careful." A large truck was about to collide with Lin Xiao's body, and Xiaohe pounced forward, knocking Lin Xiao to the ground. The two of them rolled over the road and arrived on the other side. The coloring driver of the truck slammed on the brakes and peeked out of the glass to see the two children behind him. They were unharmed and drove away. "Big Brother, look at the car and let's go. Follow me to a place where there are many people." He led Lin Xiao's hand and walked towards the front direction. After crossing the road and arriving at the residential area, I walked for a while and arrived at a small courtyard gate. Lin Xiao saw that the door panels of this small courtyard were already in tatters, revealing the joy of the campus through the hidden cracks. I saw a few children inside, who looked similar to what Lin Xiao had seen before, dressed in ragged clothes. "Uncle, look, I picked up many bottles today," said a slightly older child. "Uncle, look, I found a lot of discarded newspapers and notebooks today. I also found a ballpoint pen." A round-faced little girl happily raised her things in her hand. "Uncle, I have written a lot more than the words in the newspaper. Can you see if it's good?" The little girl handed the notebook to a middle-aged man with a hazy gaze. Seeing the little girl's crooked handwriting on the notebook, the middle-aged man held it in his hand and carefully examined it. Moved, he touched the little girl's head. "Xiaoyu, I will let you go to school in the future, it's not the time yet." He seemed to feel Lin Xiao and Xiaohe outside the door. He raised his cloudy eyes to look at Lin Xiao and Xiaohe, and said, "Xiaohe, why did you change into new clothes? Which wealthy nobleman are you bringing with you?" "Uncle Chen, this is Lin Xiao, the big brother I just met." "Well, Big Brother Lin Xiao, this is Uncle Chen. He adopted us. If it weren't for him, we would still be wandering outside, I don't know if we would survive." "Hello Uncle Chen," Lin Xiao politely said. But it seemed that Uncle Chen in Xiaohe's mouth did not hear his greetings. He looked up and down at Lin Xiao with his cloudy eyes. It wasn't until Lin Xiao was about to get goosebumps that he withdrew his gaze. "Your name is Lin Xiao?" Uncle Chen asked. "Well, yes," Lin Xiao said calmly. "Well, good, good. You can stay here in the future," Uncle Chen said to Lin Xiao before Xiaohe could say anything, asking him to stay. Xiaohe was somewhat stunned. Watching Uncle Chen leave in a daze. "Tomorrow I'll go get a few pieces of wood, and I'll make something for you." Before Xiaohe could retract his gaze, Uncle Chen went back and forth. "Well, good," Lin Xiao agreed to him. "Boss, you have a big face. When we first came, Uncle Chen ignored us and it took a long time to talk to us. However, Uncle Chen is very kind and we all like him. Every child here was adopted by Uncle Chen, some were abandoned by his parents, and some were found in the garbage dump. Uncle Chen has been taking care of them until now. Xiaohe has been nagging non-stop. Well, Xiaohe, you can call all the friends over. Let's share the food and eat, I have a lot of things. Lin Xiao was extremely happy to see so many friends in his heart, all of whom were children with the same fate as himself. There are no parents, only Uncle Chen and their own mutual support. Everyone, come over quickly. Big brother is going to share the food. Xiao He is the eldest child adopted by Uncle Chen, and everyone unquestionably leaned in with what he said. Seeing what Lin Xiao was holding in his hand, his eyes lit up one by one. Lin Xiao gave some food and snacks from his hands to Xiao He, and the two of them shared it happily. Lin Xiao even sent some to Uncle Chen. I also have great admiration for the uncle who took in a child who suffered a lot. Holding the wood that Lin Xiao had found, Uncle Chen silently sharpened it with a knife, carving it like a professional sculptor, meticulously crafting pieces of art. Lin Xiao, standing beside him, couldn't take his eyes off it. Tomorrow I'll teach you swordsmanship. Uncle Chen's voice suddenly sounded, and the children in the other corner of the room jumped up one by one excitedly. Swordsmanship. Lin Xiao was also secretly excited in his heart, but could this kind of swordsmanship be compared to the swordsmanship of cultivators? The Lin family is the largest sword cultivation family in Chengdu, and they all use themselves to cultivate immortal swords. They are the biggest joke of the Lin family. The son of the largest inheritor of the cultivation family is a waste. He was injured and vomited blood after taking medicine at the foundation building ceremony. Now my parents are gone. Grandpa and Grandma didn't see him either. Swordsmanship, can you make yourself stronger? As long as you become stronger. You won't be bullied, so you can go find your parents. Lin Xiao's heart wandered, looking at Uncle Chen's swordsmanship tomorrow. I also have many cultivation techniques that I cannot enter while guarding the Baoshan. It's really a waste of Grandpa and *****'s efforts. The next morning, Lin Xiao woke up early in the morning. Arriving at the courtyard, I saw that Uncle Chen had already woken up and was doing various exercises, which were the most basic exercises for the body. Follow along, Uncle Chen said to Lin Xiao. These actions are not very difficult, as Lin Xiao watched as Uncle Chen did them once, he already understood. I started working together with Uncle Chen. Who knows what I didn't feel at first, but after a while, I felt like my body was steaming hot, as if a flame was about to burst out. Hold on, Uncle Chen said again. Lin Xiao's body is not very good, and since he was injured, he has not made significant movements. Now, after doing a few movements, his small body feels that his breathing is not smooth. At this moment, Grandpa Tai gave the egg-sized bead, and the cool air inside the bead could calm down the churning qi and blood in Lin Xiao's body. Finally, Lin Xiao's body became less uncomfortable. Well, practice for a while longer, and when they wake up, they all learn swordsmanship together, Uncle Chen said with a slightly happy mood. Okay, Lin Xiao continued with the previous movements, stretching, expanding his chest, and jumping. After a while, Xiaohe led the other children to the small courtyard. Uncle Chen, are you going to teach us swordsmanship today? Asked the innocent and lovely Xiaoyu. Yes. I teach you swordsmanship so that you won't be hurt in the future and can better protect the people you want to protect. Uncle Chen's words infected all the children. Uncle Chen was gesturing with his sword while explaining that the children were still too young, so he could only teach them some self-defense skills first, and there would be no chance in the future. Uncle Chen felt very sad in his heart. He was finally going to leave. He left on his own. What should these children do? Xiaohe himself is at ease, but the other children are very innocent, just afraid that they will be hurt. He can teach them a little bit. Uncle Chen looked at the innocent and lovely little heads around him, wishing he could always accompany them as they grew up. But I just received a command. I have to obey the arrangements myself. I can only endure the pain and leave. Let me first explain to you that swordsmanship is a sword technique created by our ancestors. The basic moves of swords are chop, chop, cut, pull, pick, hook, stab. Wear, wipe, sweep, dot, collapse, hang, cloud. Wait for basic usage. These moves can be combined and continue to form swordsmanship. I have integrated all the swordsmanship I know into the 3 major moves. You can watch and learn as much as you can, it depends on your nature at this moment. Uncle Chen's eyes were no longer cloudy, but rather scorching and glowing. A dazzling sword light flashed. Practice the children 1 move at a time. 3 major killing moves. If a master of cultivation sees these 3 moves, he will exclaim in shock, merciless 3 swords. Originally, there were 5 largest families in Chengdu, the Du family, Danxiu Lin family, Sword Cultivation Chui family, Fuzong Wang family, Puppets Chen family. Sword Cultivation. The Chen family is the weakest among the 5 major families, but their ruthless 3 swords are extremely powerful, which other families dare not directly engage with. The ruthless 3 swords are the strongest swordsmanship of the Chen family, and those who can cultivate are all talented individuals. Because there was an internal conflict within the Chen family. The internal struggle lasted for hundreds of years. After hundreds of years of struggle, most of the elite members of the Chen family also suffered losses. Chapter 10. Heartless 3 Swords. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. This led to the later 4 major families. Chen Shu taught Lin Xiao and his companions that it was the long-lost and ruthless 3 swords of the Chen family. Uncle Chen saw that Lin Xiao was learning with a certain level of sophistication. I also sighed inwardly, but this child cannot cultivate the true element. Apart from Lin Xiao, He also has strong acceptance ability and has learned it systematically. However, in the future, he needs to practice regularly and cooperate with the heart technique of the Heartless 3 swords in order to cultivate. If Lin Xiao could practice, among these children, Lin Xiao's achievements would be high, but it has to be said that fate rules people. Lin Xiao, Xiao He, come with me, Uncle Chen said. Lin Xiao and Xiao He followed Uncle Chen into the room. Lin Xiao, Xiao He. Can you promise me something? Chen Shuqing said earnestly. He could see that Lin Xiao, a young child, was a person of status, very responsible, and had a very delicate mind. Xiao He is the one who knows how to hurt people the most among these children, and he can rest assured. Uncle Chen, if you have anything, just say it. As long as it's something I can do, I will definitely agree to it, Lin Xiao said quickly. I admire this seemingly messy uncle from the bottom of my heart. Lin Xiao, Xiao He, these children will be taken care of by you in the future. I need to leave here, said Uncle Chen with heartache. Uncle Chen, where are you going? Xiao He became anxious when he heard that Uncle Chen was leaving. I have something to do, but I promise you that as long as I'm alive, I'll still come back. Uncle Chen's heart was also filled with pain, and he couldn't ignore the orders from above. I am also reluctant to leave. Uncle Chen, where will we follow you? Xiao He said excitedly. Xiaohe, you must take good care of your younger siblings. They are all so young, Uncle Chen gently stroked Xiaohe's head and said. No, Uncle Chen, don't leave us behind. We finally have a home. Don't let us wander on the streets again. Xiao He cried. Lin Xiao, Xiao He, here is this jade plaque for you. It contains the heart technique of the Heartless 3 swords. I just taught you the moves, and you need to cooperate with the heart technique to practice. Uncle Chen took out 2 jade plaques. They were placed in the palms of Lin Xiao and Xiao He respectively. Lin Xiao and Xiao He tightly held the jade plaque inside their hands, with an inseparable expression that made Chen Shuqing turn away and no longer look at Lin Xiao and Xiao He. Uncle Chen, are you going to participate in the battle? Lin Xiao asked. Yes, there will be a struggle within the family, but not now. I need to go back and prepare to kill the enemy. Our Chen family has been fighting for hundreds of years, and this time we have discovered the traitor's lair. We must annihilate them all. Uncle Chen said with hatred, if it weren't for these traitors, I would still have a complete family. If it weren't for these traitors, I would have been with the children and wouldn't have separated. Uncle Chen, here are these for you. I hope they can help you. Lin Xiao took out a pile of spiritual talismans. It was placed on the table next to it. Lin Xiao, how could you have these things? Although he knew Lin Xiao's background was extraordinary, seeing Lin Xiao pull out so many spiritual talismans, Uncle Chen was also surprised in his heart. This is my heart, and I hope you can come back alive in the future. Xiaohe and I need you, and every child here needs you, Lin Xiao said. This is what my great-grandfather and great-grandmother refined for me, because I was born with blocked meridians and couldn't practice. So my great-grandfather and great-grandmother refined these things for me. Lin Xiao thought of his great-grandfather and great-grandmother, feeling a warm heart. If your grandparents were here, they wouldn't let you wander, said Uncle Chen. They are going to prepare for the disaster. They are afraid of involving me, Lin Xiao smiled. Heavenly Calamity, are you the young master of the Lin family who was rumored to be around a few years ago? Uncle Chen asked in surprise. Yes, if it weren't for my trash, my dad wouldn't have gone missing and my mom wouldn't have died, Lin Xiao said. What about your family? Uncle Chen asked. My grandfather and grandmother were blinded by Lin Fu, who was the same age as me, and didn't see me. They even beat me up, Lin Xiao smiled bitterly. There must be some misunderstanding here, as long as I don't die this time and wait for me to help you figure it out, Uncle Chen said with determination. Okay, Uncle Chen, thank you. Lin Xiao smiled. By the way, Lin Xiao, don't take these things out casually in the future, don't let those with intentions worry about them, it will be very troublesome for you. Although you have these things to defend yourself, they cannot be defended. Uncle Chen earnestly warned. Walking into the yard, I looked at the children who used to call each other Uncle Chen. Big head, light rain, light wind, and so on, these familiar little faces one after another. Watching them practicing their wooden swords. Uncle Chen's eyes were filled with tears. Children, Uncle Chen needs to leave for a while. You must listen to Lin Xiao and Xiao He, don't be naughty, Uncle Chen said, using a smile to conceal his sadness. Uncle Chen, how long are you going? Little Rain asked innocently. The time Uncle Chen has been there, it's not too long. I'll braid Xiaoyu's hair when Uncle Chen comes back, okay. Xiaoyu will become a big girl then. Hee, Uncle Chen is still fantasizing about what the children will look like next time he comes back. Lin Xiao saw the pain on Chen Shu's smiling face, and his mood was also very deep. It was only then that someone who cared about him had to leave again. Looking at the children all over the yard, these even younger children, let's take care of them ourselves in the future. Uncle Chen has been walking for over a month now, and the original courtyard has completely changed its appearance. Lin Xiao has become the big brother here, Xiaohe is the second brother, Big Head is 3, Xiaoyu is the fourth sister, and the others have rankings, all of which have been taken up to 18. These children have a simple mind and a strong sense of gratitude. As long as Lin Xiao and the four of them say what to do, some children immediately do it. Lin Xiao cannot practice, but he took out the top quality pill that his great-grandfather and great-grandmother gave him to improve his physique and gave it to them to take. Then I plan to teach them the cultivation techniques. Although I don't know how to do it myself, I have never eaten pork and have seen pigs run. And there were also various strategies against the enemy that Grandpa and Grandma had told him, which Lin Xiao had always kept in mind. Now it's just the right time to teach our buddies. One day, Lin Xiao gathered everyone in the small courtyard and said, everyone has a name, but no surname. You are all my younger brothers and sisters, so why don't you share the surname Lin with me? From today on, I will teach you how to practice. In addition to learning the ruthless 3 swords taught by Uncle Chen, I will also teach you the cultivation techniques. Lin Xiao said ambitiously, let's work hard together and wait for Uncle Chen's arrival. Let him see our achievements then. Okay, Xiaohe led the way in praising. Boss, it's up to you the final say. We'll all hang out with you later. The big head said, and the other children nodded their heads. Okay, the children of the big family started building foundations when they were 3 years old, and now you are only 5 or 6 years old. I have foundation building pills here, and I will ask Xiaohe to give them to you later. We can practice together, not only to strengthen our body, but also to prevent all kinds of diseases. Even worse, it is possible to live forever. Lin Xiao said. Big brother, is it so magical? Xiaohe swallowed his saliva and said. Yes, my grandparents are already several hundred years old. They look like they are in their 20s or 30s, Lin Xiao rolled his sleeves with his hand. Speak to everyone. Ah. A few hundred years old, isn't it just like Grandpa Lu in the alley? With a big gray beard, Big Head exaggeratedly stroked his beard. No, Grandpa Lu is not yet 100 years old. And my great-grandfather's beard is black, not white. Everyone should practice hard first, and then you will know the benefits of cultivation. Lin Xiao said happily, build the foundation first, and I will teach you the proud heart technique later. All the children crossed their knees on the ground as Lin Xiao said. According to Lin Xiao, the guide airflow circulates within the body. These children have a simple nature, and guiding the airflow is just focused. Surprisingly, everyone except Lin Xiao has successfully built the foundation. Let everyone go wash up. Lin Xiao stood in the small courtyard, silently silent. Xiaohe walked out and saw Lin Xiao's lonely appearance. Boss, why aren't you happy? Everyone has successfully built the foundation. You see how easy it is for everyone to succeed in building foundations, but I cannot practice, Lin Xiao said. Ah, boss, you don't know how to practice. Why? Xiaohe asked in surprise. I was born with blocked meridians. I can't practice, Lin Xiao said disappointedly. Is there no way at all? Didn't you try to cultivate your true cultivation technique? Xiaohe said. No, because they all said I couldn't practice and my parents wouldn't deceive me, Lin Xiao said. Give it a try, what if you can practice? Besides, you're the one with blocked meridians, not them. They say you can't practice, so you don't practice anymore. It's also possible that others with blocked meridians can't practice. Are you healthy? I don't think there's anything different from me. I've already built a foundation successfully, why can't you do it? Give it a try, boss. Xiaohe said excitedly, feeling a bit out of breath. Lin Xiao only heard Xiaohe say, besides, it's you who blocked the meridians, not them. They said it's impossible to practice, so why don't you practice? The whole person was stunned. Yes, how do I know if I can practice without practicing? Xiaohe, you're right. I can try practicing. Lin Xiao smiled happily. Xiaohe, you are really my lucky star. I can also practice in the future. Let's work together. Even if we practice a little bit, I am very happy. Well, yes, Xiaohe, I also have to prepare for the worst. I can't expect too much. Even if we can't practice, I will practice the swordsmanship taught by Uncle Chen. The 3 Heartless swords to the extreme.